Okay, so this is the homework for the pre-unit check before we move on to functions, which is a really fun lesson or really fun unit. So in this homework, you are a junior researcher and you're inside the Amazon jungle and you're hunting for rare ingredients to create 3 vital antidotes. And the final ingredients are hidden in coded sequences. So your mission is to look at the 5 collected vials of potential ingredients for the immunity antidote. And since you know the exact number of vials you have, which is a small bottle, we're going to need a for loop, which is what we have here, right? So we have blue moss, 1, red berries, 2, green leaf, 3, yellow flower, 4, purple root, 5. And you can see that prints beginning fixed count check of 5. So it gives you a clue that, it's only 5. Now, all you have to do, and this is the example, and you're going to have to do something for a different type of activity, but very similar, is something like this, which if we print, you can see it says checked vial 1, 2, 3, 4. So it starts at 0, which is interesting because if we use anything else, it would usually start at 1, which is interesting. Okay. So this for loop will actually start from 0, meaning we'll get the blue moss, red berries, green leaf, yellow flower, purple root, instead of starting from red berries because of array indexing, which is really good. So this is all you got to do, right? This is super easy to understand. It's not difficult. The main thing is the formatting. I want you to try to make it look nice. How do we do this? Like so. That's exactly what we got to do. And then you can see it added space. We can do the same thing here, right at the end. And makes it look nice. Really good. Perfect. So now what we have to do is move on. And we are going to now be looking at task 2. So task 1 is very similar to what I've just done. And task 2 is going to be scanning an ancient map for a secret code using a while, true loop, and a break. So let's take a look at this. We're going to say now map code is this right here. And we're going to start at position 0. So let's take a look at this. Map code, 0. Control Enter. Aha. I've missed the print statement. Very good. Now this should work. Here we go. Perfect. So you can see now it says S, right, which is right here. And if I do -2, this should be E. So you can see we can actually index a string too, which is great. So now that we know that, right, and we know that I is 0. So if I do I here, it's going to print off S, which is right there. We can now actually do something interesting, which is going to be while true, which is always going to be true. Current character is equal to map code I. And what we're going to do is we're going to say if the current character is equal to, let's say, hashtag. Like so. We are going to, this should be a little bit further away. There we go. Then we're going to print secret character found, like so. And we can break. So now the while loop is going to break, and it's now going to print following. Scanning character, like so. And it's going to print off the current character. Okay, now let's press play, see what happens. You can see it just stays at S the entire time. Let's press stop. No, it's not progressing forward. Why is it not progressing forward? Why isn't it looking through the code? Well, because we set I as 0, which is a fixed number, and we're not actually adjusting this. So we need to adjust this. So it should be I is equal to I plus 1. We can also do this, and that'll do the same thing. Now if we press play, you can see it says start 1, 2, 3, secret 4, 5, 6, secret character found, which is right here. And that's why it doesn't print off the coordinates. So what's happening here? It's running this forever until we see a hashtag, and then it breaks, right? If it doesn't see this hashtag, it goes straight to this code, which is a scanning character, and then it tells you the character. You even add one of these, just to make it more clear. And then it increases the index by 1 so that we can move forward with the map code. And it happens each time the while loop runs, right? Until we find the hashtag. So that's everything you need to know for the for task 2. Now task 2 should be, if you can understand this, you can understand task 2. So I'm looking forward to seeing you guys do task 2. Okay, wonderful. Now let's take a look at task 3. So creating the strength antidote. So in this challenge, we're going to find, or we found the final corrupted ingredient sequence, which is S5T exclamation mark R9E3N at symbol GTH. And we need to only extract the clean, usable letters, which is something we did last week too, a little bit similar to last week. So the sequence is unreliable, so we must stop at the at symbol. Now this is the last thing you're going to do. So all we got to do is check for the at symbol, check if it's a letter. If it's a letter, save it. If it's a digit, skip it. If it's anything else, flag it as a symbol error. So stop at the at, keep letters, ignore numbers. Anything else, flag it as an error. So you can see that the exclamation mark will be an error. Okay. Well, you're going to see that the exclamation mark is going to be an error soon. Okay. So let's take a look and see what we can do. Okay, perfect. So we're going to use the provided setup right here. And actually, you have the answers for you in this space. So I'm only going to use this right here. There we go. Perfect. Now remember, this is what we need. We need the following. Let me copy and paste this in. This is what we need. There we go. Like this. So what we now need to do is we need to check and loop through our code. So we're going to say while true, and we're going to use I. So we're going to say if I, actually rather we'll say current character is equal to corrupt sequence, and then we're going to use I. And then here we are now going to check to see if something is happening. So if current character is equal to A, then we're going to break. You say print found the end sequence, break. Good. However, if it's a alpha, if current character is alpha, then we're gonna actually append it or add it to our antidote name. So we're now going to say antidote name plus equals current character. Good. We can actually print. Let's do save the character f string current character. And I need to actually make an f string by using f right here. Okay, right there. There we go. Good. The next thing is the digits. Now, I'm not going to do this for you because all you got to use is digit, and then you can check this. And then if it's anything else, we're going to say that there's an unknown symbol detected and then show the current character. So the important thing is at the end of every conditional statement, do the correct thing for that particular character, and then make sure you show the user the character too, right? That's all you got to do. And this is similar to last week's homework, but this is sort of the final check. I want you guys to do this before we move on to functions, which is a bit difficult. But yeah, have lots of fun with this homework. I hope you enjoyed the storytelling, and I'll see you guys in the next lesson. Goodbye.